What's up, YDPC? This is DSG Pipe Smoker with another pipe smoking video. And today I've got 2 box openings to do. One of them, I can never remember what his full YouTube name is, but it's Heisenberg067. I just refer to him as Berg. So, Berg, your package did get one. The other one is from... Sorry. The other one from Briarworks. Rick, it doesn't say what his name is, but Rick from Briarworks sent my pipes in from getting restored. So that's the other package. Without further ado, let's get started. Before I do, if you hear anything in the background, that's because not everybody has left the shop yet. And I really got to get to opening this package and getting what I believe to be tobacco from the package into canning jars so it doesn't dry out. So, let's get started. Again, this is from old Berg, Heisenberg067 from Tennessee. He was very kind enough to send me some stuff for review. He sent some sample tobacco, it looks like. A lot of it from, actually all of it from a company I haven't been able to get my hands on. So, let's get started. It looks like we got a little bit of Esoterica, Stonehaven. Looks like a pretty healthy amount. It smells a little damp. It's actually not that much to it. Time in a jar will probably change that. Here we go. So again, this is Stonehaven. And this will give you guys kind of an idea on how I prepare and can my tobaccos. Unless it comes in a tin that's left over from a package that I get, I will put pretty much all of my tobaccos immediately in jars. So that's one out of the way. Pick up the pace a little bit here so you guys aren't completely bored. Just a little bit of the wow, 2005 vintage early morning pipe. That's a light English blend by Dunhill. Very cool. Thank you, Berg. Oh, come on. Set that aside. Early morning pipe is one of those Dunhill blends that I keep meaning to get around to ordering, along with Durbar And I think Royal Yacht is an English blend as well, or at least it's a Dunhill blend that I would like to try eventually. But 2005 early morning pipe, very cool. Thank you, Berg. Ooh, 5.5 minutes. I may have to do a second video on the box opening for Briarville, since this has already gone on 5.5 minutes. Peacehaven, I think is what that says. Can't tell if that's a D or a P. I'm just gonna leave the little scrap piece of paper in there, but it looks like a Virginia blend to me. Let's see how it smells. Oh yeah, that's a Virginia blend. Very cool. Well, it might be a Virginia Creek. I'll have to look it up and see. If it's a Virginia blend, like a full Virginia blend or a straight Virginia blend, it'll be the first one, and it doesn't bite, it'll be the first one that doesn't bite. So, I'm looking forward to this one. And I've got the, like I said, I got the paper in there, so I'll look up whether or not that's a D or a P. But yeah, I've never had anything from the Esoterica line. You guys might understand why. It's very hard to get your hands on it. As soon as it's available in any online wholesale or online realtor for pipe tobacco, as soon as it gets on the market, it's gone. So let's see what else we got here. Ooh. 2005 vintage Escudo, and that looks very, very dark. I think he did a review of this recently. Oh yeah, that's good. Let me get this on the paper here. There, look at that. Look on to it, as Berg would say. I don't know if you can tell or not, but it looks like the beginnings. Let me see if I can. Of a little bit of crystallizing. Very cool. Very, very cool. So that's going to go in that jar. Udio 2005 vintage Escudo. I think the closest I ever came to getting anything from the Esoterica line. Let me fix the lighting here. Anyway, the closest thing I ever came to getting something from the Esoterica line was a while back. Pipes and Cigars had a sale where they were selling out one of their lines of their Big Ben pipes, and if you bought a Big Ben pipe, you got... Why isn't the light working here? Come on. That's about... that'll have to work. Anyway, Pipes and Cigars was doing a sale where if you bought a Big Ben pipe, you got a tin of Esoterica blends. Or at least an Esoterica blend. And at the time, I had enough money to do it, and I wanted to pull the trigger on that, but I had bills to pay and, you know, things to take care of, so didn't quite happen. But thanks to Heisenberg, I can now review them, at least. Very generous. Again, thank you. Thank you very much, man. I've got your address saved here, so I'll be sending you some tobaccos as soon as I can afford to. The next one, Esoterica Pembroke, I think is what it is. Yeah, Pembroke. There's a cigar in there I noticed too, but I'll get to that in a minute. And yeah, looking at the timer on the camera now, we're almost 11 minutes in. Gonna have to do a two-parter. And do... Oh, come on, plastic bag. Cooperate with me here. And do the box opening for Rick from Briarville separately. I've got a lot to review over the next weeks and months, and it looks like it's pretty much going to be the entire Esoterica line. Somebody did a video not too long ago, and I did respond to it in the comments section. They're basically asking, you know, can you reuse canning jars? My experience thus far, and again, I've already answered this, but I figured it'd be a good time to maybe re-answer it, just in case somebody has a question like that, because I did buy a whole dozen or so of some canning jars, but people might want to know, can you reuse them? And from my experience, you can. Thus far, knock on wood. What I do is, once I'm done using a canning jar, like there's just some specks of the tobacco, not even crumbs, just specks here and there. I'll wash it out with soap and water, dry that out, and then maybe do a swap with alcohol. And then from there, I let it dry out completely, or I'll just wipe it down again until it's dry to the touch. And then, if you'll notice, like for example, this, you see how I marked that with a permanent marker? You can take that off with alcohol too and reuse the lid. But here's another Esoterica blend, courtesy of Heisenberg. The Esoterica Tilbury, very cool. Oh, that's gonna be good. Very cool. Alright. Jar. I apologize about the time it takes me to jar everything up, but this came all the way from almost the other side of the U.S. continent, or the continental United States, rather. And I don't want the tobacco to dry out, so I want to put this in a jar as fast as I can. Tilbury. God, that is so cool. I owe you one, man. This is just too cool. Ooh, the big one, the famous one. Penzance. It's got a rich, smoky smell to it. Almost like a combination of Syrian and Cyprian. But a lot fuller than Syrian is the best way I can describe that smell. That's gonna be good. Uh-oh. I dropped the lid. I'll get it later. Also, with these samples, been thinking about tweaking my format for reviewing pipe tobacco to fit the need or the needs of these smaller sample packs. Because when you have a full tin to work with, or 2 ounces of bulk tobacco, you have enough of it to where you can try it in at least 1 or 2 bowls in every shape and size and chamber dimension pipe you can, and see if there's any changes, which is a big part of the way I review tobacco. So I'm just going to stick with 1 pipe when I review a blend that has something like that. From what I've read, Penzance isn't all that picky. I'll just write Pens. I know what that'll be. So I should be able to put in whatever pipe I want. I'll probably just smoke it in my P5. But there it is. Penzance. Hell yeah. Running out of jars here. Looks like there's 1 more pipe tobacco, and then there's a cigar in here. See if there's anything else. Oh no, there's... What's this? Ooh, that's a plug of some sort. Or a rope. Very cool. Very cool. Margate. This is another big one. Stay still bag. Esoterica Margate. Say Marbate, I meant Margate. With a G. Excuse me. We're almost done, guys. This is so cool. Again, I know I said it a dozen times already, but thank you, Heisenberg. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm going to keep your address so I can send you something back. My understanding, he sent Cowboy Chris. I think it was Cowboy Chris. Is that guy's name again? Yeah, I think it's Cowboy Chris. Sent him some samples as well. So I watched that a little bit today when I was at work, when we were slow. Let's see what this rope's all about. Never had a rope tobacco. This is Kindle, let's see, round number 4. This is a tobacco that made it into my shopping cart at Pipes and Cigars several times, but I just never pulled the trigger on it. I mean that looks like you chopped a section of a cigar off. Let's see if I can get that to focus. That's beautiful. It smells good too. It almost smells like a cigar. How many tins do I have left? Come on, you bastard. You bastard. There you go. What should I put? Because I can't fit. So what I'll do is I'll write SG BRWN4. Kindle twist. Cool. Again, thank you. This is gonna be awesome. There's all these bags. Whew, 23 minutes in. This is a Padron. Doesn't say anything else. Importado. I'm going to assume that translates into import. I should probably take it out of the bag, huh? Come on, focus. No, it's not going to focus, is it? Maybe I got it too far back. That's a little bit better. But that's what I got. So yeah, Berg, it all made it here safely. Probably going to smoke this at my place as soon as I get there. Oh, that's another thing I want to talk about real quick. It's supposed to get like minus 20, minus 25 this weekend, so I'm not going to be doing a lot of pipe smoking this weekend, unfortunately. But as soon as I get back to my place, back to my cabin, that is, I will definitely smoke that cigar so it doesn't go bad. I see he was kind enough to put a, what was this thing again? Bovita pack, 69%. And there's, it looks like a letter. And it says, Dan, been wanting to send you some tobacco for a long time. I love your tobacco reviews. Here's some vintage tobacco, early morning pipe, and a Scudo. Also some hard to get esoterica blends. Can't wait to see your reviews on some of these blends. Come see old Berg when you can. Keep on chooching the good stuff. Berg. Man, if I make it down to Tennessee, or even somewhere remotely close to it, I got family in Florida. Actually, that's where my mom's headed next month, but if I ever end up somewhere even remotely close to Tennessee, yes, we will be hanging out. Because I think we got to. Anyway, so, sorry about the long video, but I needed to do it, and I needed to jar up the tobacco as soon as I could. This has been DSG Pipe Smoker with another pipe smoking video. Once again, thank you, Berg. I will be sending you something here in the hopefully near future. And for the rest of you guys, have a good day.